the Lulu Amalu that Enlil children made that fucked up everything.
Oh shit. Hold on, let's blow his ass up. Let's blow his Frigolord ass up. The Frigolords. I'm gonna keep saying these pictures. This is a real picture of a Frigolord right here. This is how they really look.
Now you see how strong his face is compared to the more narrow aquiline face?
Yeah.
Okay, now pull up an albino Ethiopian.
I got you. Oh yeah, you missing good shit right here, man. Oh man, Rod, appreciate it, brother. You gave me another way to find certain pictures that I need to make the shit clear.
Yeah. Okay, now this is why they call Ethiopians, Egyptians, and Somalians Europeans, or what they call them Caucasians.
Okay.
This is why.
Hold on, let me blow her ass up real quick. This good shit right here, bro. All right, go ahead.
So she looked like Becky.
Yeah.
Or Karen.
Yeah.
She's Ethiopian.
Albino. Yeah.
Right. So all of the albinos of the motherland, India and Southeast Asia, was being sent to Europe so that they can live in the climate that was conducive to their skin condition.
Ooh. Blew my cap off, bro.
So this is where Scotland and Scotia came from.
Okay.
There was one melanated sister and one albino sister. They were fraternal twins. Pull up black and white twins.
All right, I got you.
So this is what happened with Scotland and Scotia, and this is why Nova Scotia got so many dark-skinned people there, and Scotland moved into what we call the Appalachians. And that's why you got so many red-haired freckled people coming from Kentucky and Tennessee.
They twins.
Mm-hmm. Look at the two girls right there because they darker and lighter.
Okay, right here.
Face is the same. Texture of hair is the same. When Scotty and Scotia was little girls, that's what they looked like.
Man, how the hell did that happen? That's crazy, bro.
Okay, go back to the genetic chart. Pull up the dominant recessive gene chart, and you understand that the recessive gene and the dominant gene is on the same genome.
Well, I only got okay. I gotta get ready to get out. I gotta be up here at a certain time to get this dude.
Yeah, we good.
Hey, but we're gonna come back, man. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna hit you up and we'll figure out when we're gonna come back on it, man. Because this right here, you just gave me a whole nother level to my genetical book when I showed like the different species. You just gave me another look. I didn't think about albinos in different species, like different species. I thought about just a one albino coming from Nubia as a whole. I didn't think about the individual species having albinos. All this shit is really big.
Wait till you see the Chinese albino.
Let's look at that before we get up out of here. Let's let that be the Chinese albino. Let me see what I got, bro. So that last one before we get up out of here. Oh yeah, the Chinese albino. They look different, huh?
They look more like Canaan.
Yeah, he got a different. They got different chin features than that other type, the Hindu type.
Yep. So when you get to putting all these genetics together, you'll start seeing a big picture, a different picture.
Yeah, man. This dude right here look like Chong Ka. Hey, man, we better get ready to get up out of here, Rod, man, so we can go get this boy, man. Hey,
right.
hey, thank you for coming on, Rod. Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're in the building, man. If you want to send the brother Rod Hayes some donations, we're gonna have his Cash App in the links in the comments, and we also gonna have his IG posted in the comments if you want to go check him out on IG. So you want to check that out, man, and also check out the other tapes we already put out with the brother Rod Hayes. All right, so peace and love,
that works.
and harmony, hotel.
I know you ain't mad.
All should throughout the balanced universe to all. Wadu. All right, bro.
Hey, we're gonna pick up about 10 o'clock tonight. We're gonna
Okay, that'll work. I got a guy coming on at 7. He gonna be on for like 45 minutes talking about the deal. We'll come on at. So you want me to come on at 10, right? Tonight? Your
right.
time?
We're gonna do all Q&A.
All right, so yeah, so it'll be 9.
Mothers across the land, they gonna let Mother Khadijah know what's going on. They're gonna give her back a report. And then she's going to give her order, and the government that failed, the ones that's holding on to listen to her to give an order, because she can't say nothing until we organized. She can't get no orders till we organize, grassroots level.
Yeah.
The work you doing, bringing me on here to even talk about this, is our efforts to reach out to our people and tell them we got to return to our traditional oral traditions in order to throw their false, artificial, legal fiction, de facto corporation acting under the pretense of fraud off the land. Can't use their system to throw them off the land. That has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
But what has something to do with us is our system. So all of the OGs in California is organized. They wait. On the West Coast, they ready. They have moves being made to cripple the financial stability of the opposition on the land on the West Coast. Right? So this is what you seeing going on there. That's why the governor was saying it was lawless in California. That's what he's talking about. Everything is well organized and it flows smooth. That means that they are operating in a military capacity among the tribes. They are only attacking institutions that hold economic prominence on the land.
Fight Club.
Right? So they was robbing those rich billionaires that we don't even know over there. They was up in their cribs and shit because they hitting them in the pockets.
Yeah.
Right? So this the way the tribes from the West Coast say, motherfucker, if you on our land and we can't have none, y'all can't either. If we can't have peace at home, y'all can't have peace in our house.
Indeed.
Why would we let you come in our house, give us hell?
You live nice.
Peace.
Living nice.
Right? So they gave the appearance of legitimacy using the system of uniforms, labels, and titles. And that's what tricked us into thinking that the police was actually our friend. Them motherfuckers don't give 2 drops of shit about us. Anything you say to them is the wrong thing to say to them. Right?
Yep.
Because they only looking to find a reason to lock our ass
Lock
up.
you up. Yep.
They're not trying to solve a crime. They're not trying to bring justice to the community.
Wait for you to slip up.
They trying to find more food to feed their prison industrial complex.
That's it.
Now, the more arrests they make, the higher they move up in rank, the more raises they get. You see a parallel here? Right? So once they get to be detectives, now they get to go undercover in the community and start some real shit.
Yeah.
Right? But we see through all that shit now, all of their tactics, we documented that shit and shared it in the public domain. So we know what they're doing now. There ain't no secret no more.
Yeah.
So now all we got to do is look at the tactic and we can trace it back to the source.
Yeah.
And you got the enemy exposing itself trying to be an asshole.
Sure. Yep. There's a question here, but I got one more question before I'm going to do that. That question, because you brought something to my mind. I know we ain't really talk about space, but I'm going to do something that still affects all of us, dealing with, us coming into the sun cycle and solar flares. What type, could you break down the importance of us being now in the sun cycle and the solar flares and how they affect us?
If you go back to I think it's the 18th dynasty, Tutankhamun, you see Akhenaten has a picture of the sun over his family, and at the end of each one of the rays of the sun, there's a hand. So from the sun, we get information, data, input. The sun don't even have to be real for the purposes that it's being used for.
Mm-hmm.
It's emitting gamma rays, UV
Mm-hmm.
rays, UVBs, all these different spectrums of light is coming from the sun. That's the center of our solar system,
Mm-hmm.
right? As this energy comes to the earth, it gives us information on a DNA level.
Yeah.
Right. So the way that I'd like to describe it is information of life comes in from the sun on angles of light.
Mm-hmm.
And these angles of light are angels of light delivering messages to the righteous.
Mm.
I meditate on the water because the water amplifies the message as I become the receiving vessel.
Mm.
I can get a clearer message and it's much more louder. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the streamers in the matrix is the same as the rays from the sun.
Mm.
But the same way we get rays from the sun, each star that's perceptual is also sending light rays to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Those stars manifest in the form of human beings. We call them star seeds.
Mm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The earthborn children of the sun are the originals. Right? And they are the oldest tribes around the world.
Mm.
Right? So we communicate with Mother Nature because when we ground to earth, it's the same as grounding the antenna on your radio in order to get a clear reception
mm-hmm.
on the box.
Indeed.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day when I was little, we had what we call rabbit ears for antennas on the TV.
I remember those.
Right. But then sometimes we had to use the clothes hanger and tinfoil.
I remember those.
But this is because we're trying to get a good reception.
Indeed.
Now, everybody got a different psychic ability. Because they told us that if we do anything of a psychic nature, we are insane.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us suppress our natural psychic ability.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way to reignite it is to start practicing as if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
Right? So we use oracle implements like tarot cards, the runes, the I Ching, the crystal readers,
Mm-hmm.
all these
pendulums.
And pendulum, all those are training wheels.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you're drawn to tells you which psychic ability that you naturally want to enhance.
Okay.
That's why you're drawn to it.
Indeed. That makes perfect sense. Okay. I'm going to let this question go because I know they put in here and I got another one after you. But the question is, so what happens after people start cleaning out their filters?
When you clean your filter, your organism functions at a higher level. You can facilitate a stronger electromagnetic current, which generates a stronger electromagnetic field, which causes a denser aura, which allows you to be a much more firm and stable person overall.
Makes sense. Another question I have specifically dealing with conjuring, and metaphysics on our, okay, dealing with like hoodoo and as we know, Native American metaphysics, is that something that is all connected to, to Africa, to Kemet, Samaria, whatever the case may be?
Those sciences, so these are denominations.
Mm-hmm.
Hoodoo, Wicca,
mm-hmm.
Santeria,
Mm-hmm.
Brujeria. Those are saying the same with the ancient culture is saying denominations in the Christian church.
Mm.
Right? So they're all part of the ancient arts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we come up and we begin to become astute in one of them, let's say Hermeticism, we then become required to study all of the rest of them in order to get an overview of what mysticism is really about.
Now, now, is it? Do you think it's something as far as somebody like if you're native, to the land? Do you think is it still up to your choice, kind of to um how do you explain it? Like, do you think that you would gravitate more so to something more so native, as far as if you are like metaphysically um
Look,
looking for
our natural swag is the
hmm
nature
hmm
of tribes.
mm,
Our natural swag, the way that we just are. Like
hmm
the people in New Orleans is a certain way. They love
yeah
a certain way.
hmm
They share family bond a certain way.
hmm
You try to take Mardi Gras from them, and they come from all walks of life. They gonna fuck you up,
oh yeah
and
hmm
it's not gonna be personal,
hmm
right? You gonna have a problem if you try to take Mardi Gras. That's
yeah
a cultural thing. That's part of the nature of the tribe on the land down there.
hmm
The tribes from down there, we didn't just have Mardi Gras in New Orleans. They
hmm
call it the Grand Carnivals in Brazil now,
yeah
right? It's the Mardi Gras.
hmm
It's a giant festival. You got different ones. You got one that's supposed to be like the Cinco de Mayo.
yeah hmm
That's the type of Mardi Gras festival to recognize the ones that crossed over as warriors. Then you have, let's say, um, all of those festivals that they have. You be seeing them in South America a lot. Those festivals is cultural festivals that if the enemy would have tried to take that from the people, they would have had no rest on the land. That's just as simple as that. So it
hmm
kept our cultures intact,
hmm
right?
hmm
Sea walking, crip walking, that's an
hmm
ancient conjure. Beat
mm,
walking is the flip side of the same conjure. Crooked
mm,
walking, right?
hmm
Then you have in Detroit, we got what we call Jit City.
hmm
In Chicago, we ballrooming, we stepping, right? So all of these local traditional dances is the tribal instinct to develop a cultural link through dance and music. We naturally do that.
yeah hmm mm. Whew. As always, you hitting, brother. Please support the brother. Uh, I finally got it right. It's CASHAPP, SIKAPE, capital SIK. Oh, sorry, capital SIK, capital APE. And thank you. I got to go back to this individual because they they were like, "You struggling there, Zosa? You gonna have to get it right." Who is it? It's divinely guided reading. She she stepped in and got it right.
Oh yeah, they don't be playing.
Nah, I see. What I'm saying? That's tight. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta support each other, man. That's just the bottom line, man. We gotta support each other. You know, real talk, brother. I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying, that you were able to come on. You know what I'm saying, and answer these questions, and even for me, just continues to build. I'm learning every day, and I appreciate you. Just building, from a student to an elder. I know we all master we all master students. We're trying the best I be, but I appreciate you, coming on and giving this information, man. And I wanted to warm up, man, because you already know I got some more nastier questions I want to do, in the heavier questions, I should say, not nasty. Well, maybe both, I don't know. But heavier questions in the future. So I'm hoping that we can link up again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Anything
for
else you
sure,
want to
for
give?
sure.
Pardon me?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely. I
yeah, yeah.
appreciate you having me on here, getting the word out to the people.
That's it, man. Hey, if we don't do it, who's gonna do it, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the bottom line, man. If we ain't gonna do it, if nobody's gonna do it, we just sitting there looking crazy as hell the whole time, and we can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a sun cycle. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop remembering who we are. You know what I'm saying? These good brothers, like the good brother Rod Hayes here, he's assisting doing that, man. So please, like I said, support this brother. You know what I'm saying? Please, you know, again, follow. And what are all your pages? I know you said a lot of pages already full up, and
Yeah. So I'm on Rod Hayes on Facebook. My profile often changes. My picture. but the name stays the same. RodHayes.75 on Instagram, and Morpheus Mysticus Megas, which is pinned to the top of my Rod Hayes page. Right, so that's where I'm primarily at. You catch me sometime on Young Elder. Sometime I'll be doing the live with Dr. G on Reawaken Minds.
Okay.
Right. So this is just trying to get the word out to the people. So I appreciate you having me on here.
You doing it, brother. You know what I'm saying? You doing it, man, because I told you before when we first started talking, I told him, I said, I might have to call you Uncle Rod, man, because you remind me of my, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the type of vibe you get. I hear that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? People can connect with you, man. You sincere, you're real, you got the knowledge, you ain't, playing no games, man. You know, Uncle Rod, I like that.
you know that's a common I got a whole lot of nieces and nephews.
Okay.
Right. And then they got friends. Right. And their friends call me Uncle Rod.
Uncle Rod. Yeah, I can see that.
I got nephews and nieces that's from fucking 52 to damn 2 years old.
There you go. Uncle Rod, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's I also, like the analogy of Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? It's just because when you paint that picture, and I think about it all the time, man, because I was, even before, I always saw like the this, the source of everything, as we, in our language, we call it Papa Ut. But, the source of everything is just a big mom that just wants to take care of you, just sits back and just saying, so I brought you to this planet. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? What are and she'll nurture you and she'll whoop your ass, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. But and I love that analogy, man.
And she gonna tell you to sit your ass down right now. You ain't got no business out there in them streets. And I don't want to hear no talk back. And y'all, you gonna be saying, you don't know why you doing it, because in your mind you cussing